Radio Mass of Morgan's Hill, closest I've ever been. Gently walk this, I don't fancy going through that one. Even though I'm an experienced water traverser, that one looks a bit dodge. We're back on slippy, horrible, chalky mud. Wow, this is bloody hell, this is slidey. Christ alive! This is ridiculous. My God. Bloody hell. Jesus Christ. Gotta be so careful. Oh, bloody hell, a bit of terra firma. Honestly, I totally underestimated how tricky this was going to be. I thought, yeah, it's going to be terra firma, nice firm chalky tracks, but bloody hell, it is really tricky. Right, got a track junction just at the base of the hill. We're going to be turning left. Hope it's not bloody boggy, slippy, chalky grease. Right, we've got to go up there. It's chalky grease on an incline. Oh, bloody hell, Andy boy. Nice and steady. Nearly at the top, very slippy. Oh, Christ. Share Hill down, Oldbury Castle. So we're going to be going round to, following around to the right, just this side of the that little wood. Yeah, I can see the track where I was thinking, Christ, there's no track, but I can just see it now. Excellent. And it's like this. The Share Hill White Horse is just the other side of those trees, in a bit of a, I don't know what you call it, a bay. And you got the Share Hill Monument as well. Right, this will take us down to the main road. We'll head off into Yatebury and then start making us way back down to, well, making us way down to Avebury. Bloody hell, there's been some interesting sections on this ride. And I can keep seeing tracks where people have been on their off-road bikes with big knobbly tyres. And there's me on my little Cub and my Kenda K262s smashing it out the park. There's the main road. I'm not sure what that one is. Is it the A5? I don't know. It's an A road. Right, we've got to turn left. Yeah, I think it's the A5. So heading up to Marlborough's that way, and that is Colne and Chippenham heading up that way. There's the Share Hill Monument and the Share Hill White Horse, looking a bit grey. Okay, we're just going to be turning off into Share Hill now. That was a nice blast. Share Hill, please drive carefully. Turning into Park Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Park Lane. And we'll let this van come by. for a little bit and then we'll go back on the bridleways, or back on the byway, sorry. Little village of Share Hill. Locals call it Sherrill Hill, but it's actually Share Hill. Where the hell they get the Sherrill bit from, I do not know. Right, here we go. Byway. By the way. Making our way over to Yatebury. Yatebury, ladies and gentlemen. I just challenged this guy to a burnout and he lost. Just stop for a pee. Just come up the byway here. Share Hill, little village of Share Hill down there. In the distance, you can just see in the mist, which you probably won't, the two towers of Morgan's Hill. And there you got the Share Hill Monument, Oldbury Castle, Iron Age Hill Fort, and then just to the right of the wood, you've got the Share Hill White Horse, which you can't see. Right, we're heading off up there for Yatebury, then Avebury. Fingers crossed for coffee. All right, boy, you ready for this? You've been through a bit today. You're looking tidy. Tidy. If you're a local to the Avebury, Yatebury area, we are on Juggler's Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Juggler's Lane. Coming to the end of Juggler's Lane now, we're going to turn right and then turn immediate left basically onto the avenue. So, there we go, there's the avenue. Here we go. Normal roadage. Excellent. Good hell it goes. So this is Yatebury now. Just in that direction. And we are going down here, Andy boy. Okay, big puddle. Right. Just have to go for it. Hopefully it's doable. Oh, it's another big wet one. Bloody hell. I tell you, what helps through the big puddles is that fairing just deflects it all off me. Yeah. Right, we're making our way over to Avebury, but we're heading over to Windmill Hill first. Not actually going up Windmill Hill, but we're going to it and then around it and then down into Avebury. Right, this looks like it could be interesting going up to Windmill Hill. That's Windmill Hill over there. Oh no, it doesn't look it's not too bad actually. It looks a lot muddier than what it actually was. Hopefully I haven't spoken too soon. Right, this looks a bit tasty coming down here. Back to the slidey stuff. like grease, that chalk mud. It really is. Be so careful. Oh, that's me, I'm in. Bloody hell. That doesn't look good. Bollocks.
Right then people, we have just had a situation which I thought was going to go horribly wrong. Jesus Christ. Right, so the last time I did the old GoPro bit of the camera, we were coming down this lane here heading towards Windmill Hill, which is there, which is all part of the Avery World Heritage Site. Coming down the track and then heading on off there. That was really deep, rutty, chalky, greasy mud, and you just had to cling on for dear life. It slipped, went in a rut, I couldn't get out of it. I just had to go through a big puddle, and it was big, not as big as the ones I've done, and it conked out in the middle of it. I think it just flooded the engine, as in petrol flooded. Oh my god, all these things are going through my head, you know. you're trying to push that bloody bike, even though it's light, when you're knackered and your feet are covered in grease, which that mud is, it was a nightmare. I was really starting to get a bit, right, I need to have a contingency plan here. Bloody hell. So glad I bought the plug spanner just in, because I needed that. Took the plug out, checked him over, it's sparking, smelt the petrol, so I just reckoned it was just flooded. So I've just pushed it from just round the corner of the trees onto this terra firma bit where I could push it, onto here, got him going. Let's leave him run a bit now. I'm going back to Marlborough. I'm actually bollocksed. I'm not going to risk it anymore, because I have totally underestimated this ride. I thought it was going to be an absolute breeze. Absolute nightmare. Bloody hard. I want to come and do it again when it's dry. Jesus Christ. And the worst thing was, because I was getting so hot and sweaty trying to push this bloody thing, I tell you, you really have to dig in when you're in a situation. I took my jacket off, put it on the back of the thingy, but what's his face? Had the helmet hanging on there. That was a pain, so I lifted the top lid, put it in there, started pushing it, and it fell out into a puddle, and it's absolutely drenched in cakey bloody mud. Ugh, Christ alive. But at least it's going. So I was going to go up there, but I'm not going to risk it. I don't know what's up there. I know that's like this all the way to the main road, and I'm going to follow it in the other side of Wimmer Hill into Avery, back into Marlborough, and go somewhere, park up and go somewhere for a coffee, because I am absolutely battered and I don't want to risk that again. Like I say, I have totally underestimated this ride. I thought it was going to be an absolute breeze. Absolute not a breeze. Right, I've bent the side stand. I've hit something and bent that out, so that's a job for when I get back. Other than that, it's going it's going fine, apart from when it stopped up there. That was a real nightmare. But anyway, let's get kitted up with my wet helmet and get back to Marlborough. Cracking day, but totally underestimated. Justin, this is a must-do area. We need to get back down here again, but when it's dry, I ain't coming back down here when it's wet, because it's a chuffing nightmare. Right then, let's get my wet hat on and make my way back in a bit. Right, it's a bit of a bugger. I can't do any filming on the way back, because when the helmet rolled off into the big puddle, the GoPro was attached, and because I'm using the external power cable, the port is exposed and water's got in there, and he won't switch on. Well, there you go, in there. So I'm gonna have to get it back, get it dried out. Bloody hell. Anyway, at least it's not raining, and at least I know the bike is still working. Sugar my arseholes, honestly. No, I'm not even going to bother risking that. I'm going to stick to that. Avery's just over there. Might see if we can get a coffee. What an adventure. Bloody hell, Andy boy. I tell you, I think no more cross-countrying for this bad boy. I don't think. We'll see. I don't know. Right, let's go. Right, let's try and use the old school camera. Try and get a bit of footage at least. Bloody hell, Andy boy. Let's see if I can get it back on me. All right, boy, how's it going then? We're going to try and find a cup of coffee. Heading down to the main road. Honda Cub Extreme. Bloody hell. Right, we've got some more water now. I'm going to stick to the outside. What we got here? Excellent tarmac. Do like a bit of tarmac. Okay, we're coming into Avery now. Man on the digger smoking. World Heritage Site. Strange machine. You can see all the stones there. Stones to my left as well. Right, I'm going to head out of Avery now, nowhere to park. And you can't take the bike to where the coffees are, so I'm going to head out now. We'll head up the avenue where all the Stone Avenue are, or the Stone Avenue where all the stones are. Bloody hell, what a bloody day! Right, so there's Silbury Hill, peeps. Couldn't not show you Silbury Hill. And then just at the top of the bank there, you've got West Kennet Long Barrow. That's really well worth going looking at. And yeah, Silbury Hill. And a little cub, all good. Right then peeps, I'm back in the room at the Cannon and Ball, all tidied up, cleaned up, washed up. Bloody hell, I totally underestimated that ride today. But before I start, this is where I'm filming from. Yes, I'm filming from my room, and this is what I am looking at. I've got the camera balanced on the bin, and I'm looking at myself with the camera there, feeling a bit weird. Right, let's put it back so I can finish this outro. Right, so that's where I am, sitting here, looking at me in the mirror. Right, what a day. Yeah, totally underestimated this route today. When I've been here in the past, it's been dry, and on the byways and all the trackways and what have you, when it's dry, you can absolutely fly. Stick some moisture on there and some water. We've had a lot of rain recently, and the chalky mud just becomes grease. It's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, so I had a bit of an incident going from Yatesbury, going around Windmill Hill, going to head back to Avebury, going down this little dirt track, deep ruts, water, very slippy, slidey. Once you're in a rut, you can't get out of it. It's so slippy. So bit of water went through, quite deep. The engine stopped. I was in the wrong gear. Engine bogged out. I'm thinking, Christ, water's got in there. And and it wouldn't start, and trying to get it out was an absolute nightmare, because it's, like I say, the mud is like grease, no grip on my boots because they're smooth. And I'm just thinking, shit, I'm going to be stuck here. I can't, and I was miles from anywhere. I'm thinking, Christ, I'm going to have to leave the bike, go and find a Johnny Farmer and see if he can come and help me and drag me out. Or it was all kicking off in my head. Anyway, it's surprising when you're in a situation like that, you just got to dig in and get the bike out. And I was put the helmet on the handlebars, and that was a pain in the ass because I was putting so much force and awkward on the pushing it out. I thought I'll put it in the butty box. Pushing it, the bike slipped and it fell in the water, and I was having to empty the water out of my helmet. It's down here trying to dry, and I'm just thinking this, and my jacket fell in the water. It was an absolute nightmare, But we persevered, we dug in, and we got it out. And I'm really grateful that I bought a plug spanner. Justin, if you're watching this, after the last ride we did, when there was that possible issue with your bike and we didn't have a plug spanner between us, I'm bloody glad I did, because when I got the bike out to terra firma, got the plug spanner, whipped the plug out, because the bike wasn't starting. I thought it was flooded with water. Noticed that it was flooded, but with petrol, so it was obviously in the wrong gear, flooded, boof, and it wouldn't start again. So the bike started up after letting it air a bit, and got him going again. But my goodness gracious me, unfinished business. I've still got loads of this route to do. It was 85 miles total, and I think I got about 40. Anyway, it's just an excuse to come back again. And yeah, the Cub in these conditions just wasn't right for it. But there you go. It's all good. I hope you enjoyed this vid. I hope you enjoyed it. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, drop a comment, share the love, and until the next random content, which is going to be, looking at the nice picture above my headboard, Dovey Bike Park, a week Saturday. Really looking forward to that. Right then, I'm going to get ready and go down for a pizza down at Pino's. A large glass of Malbec. And yeah, that's it. What a day. Marlborough, when it's wet, no chance.
in a bit, peeps.